Another scandal during his administration was the story of the oil and gas company Burisma, registered in an offshore zone in Cyprus. Officially, Burisma was engaged in the development of oil and gas fields in Ukraine, but it did not succeed in providing Ukraine with its own fuel. And a new face was added to Burisma's board of directors immediately following the 2014 coup: Hunter Biden, the son of U.S. Vice President Joe Biden. Hunter got a salary of $50,000 a month. Additionally, serious allegations of Burisma's involvement in money laundering arose.
Здесь очень важно понимать, что вопрос не в том, что Байден зарабатывал деньги, используя имя своего отца, а то, что эти деньги были получены преступным путем, отмыты через офшорные компании. И есть два свидетеля, граждане Европейского Союза, которые это подтвердили. Непосредственно занимались отправкой этих средств.
I'm desperately concerned about the backsliding on the part of Kyiv in terms of corruption. I mean, I'll give you one concrete example. I was, not I, but it just happened to be that was the assignment I got. I got all the good ones. So I got Ukraine.
Obama names Biden as the point man. What's the point man going to do? The point man is going to determine how much money they get. And the point man is going to help them reduce corruption, which is a big joke.
I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee.
It's not as if we're just talking about another $1 billion loan guarantee. We're talking about a $1 billion loan guarantee. If you don't get it, the country goes under and you're gone. You, Poroshenko, are gone. You're not going to be able to steal from anybody because they're going to throw you out because your country's bankrupt. So Biden was literally made the most powerful man in the Ukraine.
And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they did. So they said they were walking out to the press conference. I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours. I looked, I said, leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Oh, son of a got fired.
What does he leave out of that? That's so important. His son is part of the investigation.
In 2014, the younger Biden took a job on the board of a Ukrainian energy company, Burisma Holdings, at a time when his father, who was then vice president, had an active role in U.S. policy toward Ukraine.
That could be two different crimes. I could prosecute for bribery, extortion.
What's your understanding of what your son was doing for an extraordinary amount of money?
I don't know what he was doing. I found out he was on the board after he was on the board, and that was it.
That doesn't pass the smell test. Like when you're vice president, isn't there a higher standard? Don't you need to know?
We got Shokin's testimony, which is clear as a bell. He was investigating Burisma, going after Hunter Biden. He all of a sudden did the unpardonable. He arrested the company. He was going to bring it down. And then he gets visited by his friend, the president, who says, Biden wants you out because you're getting too close to his son.
In spite of the fact that we didn't have any corruption charges, don't have any information about he doing something wrong, I especially asked him to resign.
I'm a man of my word. And that now that the new prosecutor general's in place, we're ready to move forward in signing that new $1 billion loan guarantee.
Сегодняшняя пресс-конференция посвящена новым фактам разоблачения международной коррупции и внешнего управления Украины.
What about Derkach?
10 вересня Сполучені Штати запровадили санкції проти Андрія Деркача та інших російських агентів за спробу вплинути на виборчий процес у США.
All Derkach did was he read the prosecutor's file because of the committee that he runs in the parliament, and the file was consistent with everything we had.
Именно из-за утечки информации о сегодняшней пресс-конференции именно на прошлой неделе было объявлено о наложении на меня санкций политиками из Министерства финансов США по подаче сенаторов из Демократической партии
Они очень не хотели, чтобы мы обнародовали то, что мы сегодня опубликуем.
And then he brought us an extra piece of information that about $5 billion in foreign aid is unaccounted for, of which $3 billion is American money. And a lot of it is not being investigated because it goes through NGOs, many of which are run by Soros. Now that makes sense because Soros was protected to the nth degree by the Obama administration, and Soros was doing that all over Eastern Europe.
I have to admit that I'm biased.
You're a Democrat.
Yeah, I'm certainly more in favor of social justice than the Republican Party today.